Merhabalar, tekrar hoş geldiniz. Öncelikle okulumuzla ilgili kısa bir video gösterimi olacak. Ardından sunumumuz olacaktır. Sunumdan sonra Gastroshow'umuz başlayacak. Eğitim ve programlarımızla ilgili sorunuz olursa lütfen chat'e yazınız.
Welcome. First of all, there will be a short video and then we will have a presentation about our school. After the presentation, the Gastroshow will start. If you have any questions about our programs, please write through the chat.
Technique, creativity,
perfection, discipline,
professionalism,
tradition.
...1995 yılında Paris'te kurulan Le Cordon Bleu Mutfak Sanatları Okulu, günümüzde 20 ülkede, 35'i aşkın uluslararası okulda yılda 20 bin öğrenciye eğitim vermektedir. 2012 senesinde Özyeğin Üniversitesi ve Le Cordon Bleu arasında imzalanan anlaşma çerçevesinde Özyeğin Üniversitesi Gastronomi ve Mutfak Sanatları lisans öğrencilerini dünyanın en usta şefleriyle yetiştirirken, Le Cordon Bleu'de açtığı sertifika programları ile bu alanda kendini geliştirmek ve ilerlemek isteyen kişilere yeni bir geleceğin kapılarını açmaktadır.
Le Cordon Bleu, founded in 1895, currently is present in 20 countries with more than 35 international schools attended by 20,000 students annually. Özyeğin University and Le Cordon Bleu signed a partnership agreement in July 2012. In the frame of this partnership, Özyeğin University Gastronomy and Culinary Art program students, as well as Le Cordon Bleu certificate students, are receiving very strong culinary education from experienced international chefs. Le Cordon Bleu doors are open to anyone inside or outside of the industry who wants to improve themselves in the culinary arts world by the teaching of Le Cordon Bleu chefs using the Le Cordon Bleu training modules.
Le Cordon Bleu İstanbul, 220 bin metrekareyi aşan prestijli Özyeğin Üniversitesi kampüsünde yer almaktadır. Kampüs Asya yakasındadır. Toplu taşıma araçlarıyla ve şehrin merkezi noktalarından günde birkaç kez üniversite servisiyle kolayca ulaşılabilir. Öğrenciler 2626 yatak kapasiteli yurtların yanı sıra kampüs içinde yer alan yarı olimpik kapalı havuz, kütüphane, yemek mekanları ve spor olanaklarından da yararlanabilmektedir.
Le Cordon Bleu Istanbul is located in the reputable Özyeğin University campus, which is over 220,000 square meters. The campus is located on the Asian side and easily reachable through public transportation. There is also a university shuttle between the city center and the campus several times a day, and the students can benefit from 2,626 bed capacity dorms, along with sports facilities, including half Olympic indoor pool, library, food outlets within the campus.
İstanbul, geleneksel lokantalardan lüks fine dining restoranlara, büyülü Mısır çarşısından zengin balık tezgahlarına ve renkli taze pazarlara kadar çeşitli deneyimler sunuyor. Çok yönlülük bu şehirde sınır tanımıyor.
Istanbul offers a variety of experiences from traditional diners to luxury fine dining restaurants, from magical spice bazaar to rich fish stands and to colorful fresh markets. Versatility has no borders in this city.
Le Cordon Bleu öğrencilerine 3650 metrekarenin üzerinde son teknolojik tesisler sunmaktadır. Teori derslerinin yapıldığı mutfak altyapılı gastrotoryum ve uygulamalı derslikler yer almaktadır.
Le Cordon Bleu offers state-of-the-art facilities over 3,650 square meter, consisting of an auditorium with culinary infrastructure for theory courses and practical culinary classes.
Le Cordon Bleu çeşitli eğitim imkanları sunmaktadır. Uzun dönem profesyonel sertifika programlarımız olan mutfak ve pastacılık programlarımız temel, orta ve üstün olmak üzere 3 seviyeden oluşmaktadır ve her biri 11 hafta sürmektedir. 3 seviye mutfak eğitimini başarıyla tamamlayan öğrenci diplomda küzin, 3 seviye pastacılık eğitimini başarıyla tamamlayan öğrenci diplomda patisserie sertifikalarını almaya hak kazanır. 3 seviye mutfak ve pastacılık eğitimlerini başarıyla tamamlayan öğrencilerimiz ise uluslararası prestije sahip Grand Diplom sertifikasını alarak okulumuzdan mezun olur.
Le Cordon Bleu offers a variety of programs. Both patisserie and cuisine programs consist of 3 stages: basic, intermediate, superior certificate programs, each lasting 11 weeks. Students can either attend 3 stages independently or complete the entire program. Those who complete all 3 stages will be granted by Diplôme de Pâtisserie or Diplôme de Cuisine. In case of completing both programs in all 3 stages, one would graduate with a Grand Diplôme.
Grand Diplom sertifikasını görebilirsiniz. Yaz dönemi yoğunlaştırılmış temel seviye mutfak ve pastacılık eğitimlerimiz 14 Ağustos 2023'te başlıyor. Le Cordon Bleu İstanbul'a katılın ve hayalinizdeki kariyeri seçin.
Here is a picture of a Grand Diplôme. Summer term intensive cuisine and patisserie courses will begin on 14th of August 2023. Join Le Cordon Bleu Istanbul and choose your dream program.
Türk Mutfağı Programı, Le Cordon Bleu'nun mutfak sanatları eğitimindeki 125 yılı aşkın tecrübesi ve disiplinine, Türk mutfak tekniklerini ve reçetelerini uyarlayarak oluşturulmuş çok yönlü bir programdır. Le Cordon Bleu şefleri ve misafir şefler tarafından verilen zengin ürün içeriği, köklü geçmişi, derin kültürü ve yüzyıllardır korunmuş reçetelere sahip Türk Mutfağı Programı, İngilizce ve gösterim dersleri de Türkçe'ye çevrilecek şekilde çift dilde verilmektedir. Uygulama seansları, gösterimler, kuram dersleri ve saha gezilerine oluşan bu kapsamlı program, Klasik Türk Mutfağı Programı ve Bölgesel Türk Mutfağı Programı olmak üzere 2 seviyeden oluşmaktadır. Klasik Türk Mutfağı yoğunlaştırılmış dönemi 1 Ağustos 2023'te başlıyor.
Turkish Cuisine Program is a versatile program of Turkish culinary techniques and recipes with Le Cordon Bleu for over 125 years of experience and discipline in culinary art education. The Turkish Cuisine Program offers rich content through exquisite techniques and recipes preserved over centuries and through lectures on Turkish culinary heritage. The courses are given by Le Cordon Bleu chef instructors and guest chefs in English, and the demonstration lessons are translated into Turkish. The comprehensive program consists of practice sessions, demonstrations, theory lessons, and field trips, and the program's 2 levels are Classical Turkish Cuisine Program and Regional Turkish Cuisine Program. Classical Turkish Cuisine Program intensive term will begin on 1st of August 2023.
Le Cordon Bleu'de uzun dönem profesyonel sertifika programları haricinde yoğunlaştırılmış ekmekçilik, çikolata ve şekerleme, hafta sonu mutfak kursu programı, kurum ve kişilere özel hazırlanan tailor-made kurslar ve workshoplar da mevcut.
Le Cordon Bleu also offers courses like intensive bakery, chocolate and confectionery, weekend cuisine program, and tailor-made courses both at personal and corporate levels.
Le Cordon Bleu'nun uzman şefleri önderliğinde size çikolatanın sırlarını, tariflerini ve tekniklerini öğretmek için tasarlanmış çikolata ve şekerleme programı 18 Eylül'de başlayacaktır. Bu programa katılarak temperleme sanatını keşfedin ve sektörde önemli bir yeri olan geleneksel modern teknikleri öğrenin. Ekmekçiliğin tüm inceliklerini, reçete ve tekniklerini Le Cordon Bleu Master şeflerinden öğreneceğiniz 10 günlük 60 saatten oluşan yoğunlaştırılmış ekmekçilik programı 17 Temmuz 2023'te başlayacaktır.
Chocolate and Confectionery Program designed to teach you the secrets, recipes, and techniques of chocolate under the guidance of Le Cordon Bleu Master Chefs will begin on September 18th. By participating in this program, discover the art of tempering and learn both traditional and modern techniques that are essential in the industry. 10 days, 60 hours long intensive bakery program designed to teach you the secrets, recipes, and techniques of boulangerie under the guidance of Le Cordon Bleu Master Chefs will start on July 17th.
Okulumuzda eğitim alan öğrenciler ikisi İsviçre'den, biri İtalya'dan, biri Fransa'dan, biri Belçika'dan olmak üzere uluslararası Le Cordon Bleu Master şeflerinden eğitim alma fırsatına sahiptir. Kurslar İngilizce olup Türkçe'ye çevrilmektedir.
Students have the opportunity to learn from a diverse team of international Le Cordon Bleu Master Chefs from two Switzerland, one Italy, one Belgium, and one France. The courses are held in English and translated into Turkish.
Bizi dinlediğiniz için teşekkür ederiz. Eğitim programlarımızla ilgili sorunuz olursa lütfen chat'e yazınız.
Thank you for listening to us. If you have any questions about our programs, please write through chat.
18 Haziran Sürdürülebilir Gastronomi Günü kapsamında temasını belirlediğimiz etkinliğimizin ilk kısmında Le Cordon Bleu mezunu Citrus Farm Gökova kurucusu Şef Nilay Baştazel konuk olarak hem eğitim ve kariyer süreçlerini hem de sürdürülebilir gastronomi üzerine görüşlerini sizlerle paylaşacak. İkinci bölümde ise Le Cordon Bleu eğitmen şefi Luca de Astis sürdürülebilir gastronomi teması için özel olarak tasarladığı otlu pesto ile ekmek kırıntılı mantı, fener balığı ragu, patates köpüğü ile passatelli makarna, kavrulmuş patates brot ve yumuşatılmış sebzeler reçetelerin yapımını ve sunumunu gösterecektir. Gastroshow'da Le Cordon Bleu Master şeflerinden teknikleri öğrenme ve ipuçları alma fırsatına sahip olacaksınız.
Within the scope of June 18th Sustainable Gastronomy Day, in the first part of our Gastroshow, Le Cordon Bleu alumni, founder of Citrus Farm Gökova, Chef Nilay Baştezel will share her educational and career journey, as well as thoughts on sustainable gastronomy with you. And in the second part, Le Cordon Bleu instructor chef Luca de Astis will share the sustainable gastronomy team's recipes and the presentation of breadcrumb dumpling with herbal pesto, scallops ragu, potato foam, and passatelli pasta, roasted potato broth, and wilted vegetables for the open house gastro show in detail. You will learn the culinary techniques and tips of Le Cordon Bleu MasterChef.
Konuğumuzun sunumunu İngilizce dinlemek isterseniz Zoom ekranınızda yer alan çeviri butonundan Türkçe'yi seçiniz. Sorularınızı chat kısmından bize iletebilirsiniz.
If you want to listen to our alumni chef in English, please choose Turkish from the interpretation button on your Zoom screen and you can listen in English. You can send your questions through the chat. I would like to give the word to Ms. Dila and Nilay Chef.
Merhaba Nilay Şef, hoş geldiniz. Teşekkür
Merhabalar.
ederiz katılımınız için. Çok sağ olun.
Ben teşekkür ederim. Herkese sıcak bir Muğla gününden merhaba diyorum.
Teşekkür ederiz. Nasılsınız öncelikle?
Çok iyiyim. Sizler de iyisiniz umarım.
Çok teşekkür ederiz. Nilay Şef, birazcık sizinle önce sohbet edelim. Daha sonrasında Luca Şef'e verelim sahneyi istiyoruz. Kariyer yolculuğunuzdan öncelikle bahsetmenizi rica edeceğiz birazcık.
Tamam. Ben Boğaziçi Üniversitesi Yönetim Bilişim Sistemleri mezunuyum. Her ne kadar üniversitemi çok sevsem de o öğrenciyken aslında okuduğum bölümün çok bana göre olmadığını o zamanlardan anlamıştım ve hani başka bir alanda çalışacağımı da biliyordum. Şimdi geriye dönüp baktığımda zaman zaman keşke okumasa mıydım, zaman kaybı mıydı falan diye düşünsem de ama yine de o analitik düşünce becerisinin insana hayatı boyunca çok şey kattığına da inanıyorum. Mezun olduktan sonra önce Doğuş Holding'de medya satın alma işi yaptım. Daha sonra da Doğuş Otomotiv bünyesinde Volkswagen marka alanında yaklaşık 10 sene kadar çalıştım diyebilirim.
Teşekkür ederiz. O zaman Le Cordon Bleu'da eğitim almaya nasıl karar verdiniz? Bu eğitim süreciniz nasıl geçti? Birazcık adaylara bahsetmek istersiniz belki.
Ee, Yani şöyle ki yemek yapmak, yemek yemek zaten benim için hayatım boyunca hep bir tutku oldu. Kurumsal hayatta da çalışırken işte bir 10 sene kadar dediğim gibi geçirdikten sonra aslında mutsuz olduğuma karar verdim. Ve hani kariyerimi değiştirmek istediğimi fark ettim. Ve hep bir yemek alanında bir arayış içindeydim. O zaman yani bundan 10 sene öncesinden bahsediyoruz nereden baksanız. Bu kadar çok yemek okulu, imkan vesaire yoktu. Ben hep araştırıyordum. Hani bir yandan profesyonel işimi devam ettireyim, bir yandan da bir yemek eğitimi nereden alabilirim diye ama pek o çözüme ulaşamamıştım aslında. O yüzden böyle hep bir tereddütteydim. Fakat daha sonra tamam dedim bu kadar. Ben artık yolumu başka türlü çizmek istiyorum ve istifa ettim. Tam o sıralarda da Cordon Bleu'nun Özyeğin Üniversitesi bünyesinde Türkiye'ye geldiğini duydum. Böyle tamam dedi bu benim için doğru zaman. Ve hemen anında soluğu Defne Hanım'ın kapısında aldığımı hatırlıyorum.
O zaman güzel bir şans olmuş. Ne güzel
Evet.
olmuş sizin için de bizim için de. Peki eğitimi aldıktan sonra kariyerinizde nasıl çizdiniz, neler yaptınız?
Yani şöyle birazcık eğitim sürecinden isterseniz önce bahsedeyim.
Tabii.
Şöyle söyleyebilirim. Tüm öğrencilik hayatım boyunca ilkokuldan üniversiteye kadar hiçbir okula bu kadar koşa koşa gittiğimi hatırlamıyorum. Gerçekten böyle herhalde sıfır devamsızlıkla falan mezun oldum ben. Hiçbir dersi kaçırmayayım, dersin hiçbir dakikasını kaçırmayayım diye hep öyle dinliyordum. Çok zevkliydi, çok mükemmeldi. Ee, Grand diplom mezunuyum ben. Dolayısıyla 3 gün mutfak, 2 günde pastacılık derslerimiz vardı. 5 günü dolu dolu okulda geçiriyorduk. Demo dersleri zaten çok büyülüydü benim için. Bilmiyorum. Ben ilk kayıt olmaya geldiğimde de Defne Hanım beni işte o zaman Şef Kristof vardı. Onun bir demo dersine sokmuştu. En arka sırada oturup böyle seyretmiştim. Ve hayran hayran seyretmiştim. Onun o işte kremayı çırpışını, unları serpiştirişini falan. Yani bütün öğrencilik dönemi boyunca da aslında hep o şevkle seyrettim şefleri diyebilirim. Sonrasında işte pratik sınıflarına geçtiğimizde yaptığımız yemekler, tabaklar yani apayrı bir deneyimdi benim için. Bazı arkadaşlar profesyonel mutfaklarda halihazırda çalışıp geliyorlardı ama ben öyle de değildim. İlk defa bir profesyonel mutfakta bulmuştum kendimi. Dolayısıyla her şey çok değişik. Her şey öğrenilecek ayrı bir alan da aslında. Malzemeler yine öyle. İşte atıyorum istakoz, kurbağa bacağı, salyangoz, yani onun dışında bir sürü sakatat, daha önce hiç çalışma şansımın olmadığı yine deniz ürünleri. Hep bu eğitim süresince onlarla da tanışma imkanım oldu. Dediğim gibi çok çok güzeldi yani özlüyorum. Şimdi mesela hala İstanbul'da yaşıyor olsam kesinlikle o Türk Mutfağı programına katılırım gibi geliyor bana şu anda.
Güzel. Yine de bekleriz sizi programımızda. Peki son olarak da size şunu sorayım. Daha sonra şefe verelim sahneyi. İlgili adaylara ne önerirsiniz? Mutfakla, pastacılıkla ilgili adaylara, ve Cordon Bleu ile ilgili adaylara.
Yani şöyle söyleyebilirim. Öğrencilik döneminin mutlaka tadını çıkarsınlar. Çok özel bir program. Yani dünyanın herhangi bir yerinde biriyle sohbet ederken ben Cordon Bleu mezunuyum dediğinizde herkes için bir şey ifade ediyor ve bu çok önemli bir değer. Dolayısıyla bu kıymetli öğrencilik döneminin de tadını çıkarmalarını tavsiye ederim. olabildiğince farklı alanlarda çalışmalarını öneririm. Biraz kendimden de örnek vermem gerekirse aslında. Ben mezun olduktan sonra bir süre sektörde çalıştım. Çünkü mutlaka bir restoran deneyimi istiyordum. Fakat çok doğru bir yerde başlamadım belki, bilmiyorum. Çok aradığımı bulamadım. Yine de çok kıymetli tecrübeler kattı bana o dönem ama kısa sürdü benim oradaki maceram. Daha sonra ne kadar şanslıyım ki mezun olduğum okulumda bir çalışan olma fırsatı elde ettim. Kordon mutfaklarında üretim mutfağının şefi oldum. O dönem de çok kıymetliydi benim için. Bir sürü tecrübeyle ve güzel anıyla dolu. Daha sonra da yine Cordon Bleu Paris mezunu bir arkadaşım Çevin'le küçük bir catering işi kurduk aslında. Catering işini de şundan çok seviyordum. Yaratıcılığa çok açık bir alan. Hani restoranda çalışırken daha rutine binmiş bir işiniz oluyor. Çünkü her gün işte aynı tabakları ve aynı hazırlıkları yapmak zorundasınız. Ama catering işi biraz daha böyle yaratıcılığınızı tetikleyebilecek, sizi daha serbest bırakan bir iş. O yüzden o dönem de yine çok keyifli çalışıyorduk biz. Fakat daha sonra işte pandemi vesaire derken hayatlar birazcık değişti.
Evet, maalesef.
Biz işte sonlandırmak zorunda kaldık. Şu anda dediğim gibi ben Muğla'da yaşıyorum. Aslında kırsala yerleşme hayalim yani öncesinden beri vardı ama pandemiden sonra gerçekleşti. Çiftçilikle uğraşıyorum, organik tarımla uğraşıyorum şu anda burada. Yani aslında o şeflik, aşçılık tecrübelerini şimdi burada toprakla birleştirmeye çalışıyorum diyebilirim. Aynı zamanda Slow Food Gökova'nın ve Muğla Slow Food'un yerel üreticilerindenim. Yani dediğim gibi ben elimden geldiğince farklı farklı alanları deneyimlemeye çalıştım. Benim de tavsiyem diğerlerine mutlaka bu olacaktır. Bir de şimdi de bir çiftçi gözüyle aslında verebileceğim tavsiye de malzemenin kıymetini her zaman çok iyi bilmeleri. Mutfakta hiç böyle dikkat etmeden kullandığımız en basitinden havuçlar, soğanlar, patatesler, onların toprakta bin bir emekle nasıl yetiştiğini gördükten sonra emin olun bakış açınız çok değişiyor. Şimdi bizim konumuzla da aslında bağlantılı sürdürülebilir gastronomi, sıfır atık vesaire. Bir de bunu ekleyebilirim belki.
Çok teşekkür ederiz Nilay Şef. Çok sağ olun katılımınız için. Biz o güzel lezzetlerden tatma fırsatı bulmuştuk burada. Ne mutlu. Katılımınız için çok teşekkür ederiz zaman ayırdığınız için. Şimdi Şef Luka'ya sözü vermek istiyorum. Çok sağ olun. Teşekkür
Ben
ederiz.
teşekkür ederim. Sevgiler herkese.
Hello to everyone, welcome to our Gastroshow. My name is Luca. I am a chef instructor in Le Cordon Bleu, and today I'm gonna prepare two dishes that are the symbolic example of sustainable cuisine. They're coming from, they have origin in a region in Italy, it's called Emilia-Romagna, and I decided to prepare these two dishes, especially due to the last flooding that we had in Italy in the past days. So that is very much connected with the climate change and everything. So we're gonna prepare two recipes. I'm gonna prepare two recipes that are connected in each other. Both of them, they have as an element stale bread and potatoes. The first recipe that I'm going to prepare is called passatelli and pisarei. Pisarei basically is a gnocchi done with the flour, breadcrumb, water. Some cases there is some egg inside. And the other one are passatelli, which has the same similar ingredients. The difference is that is a dough a little bit more, pardon, a dough that it's a little bit more soft, and it's gonna be shaped through a machine, through a tool, sorry, through a tool that is called fer in Romagnolo dialect, which is not this one, but the concept is very similar. But as well can be used, for example, vegetable meal, or the potato puree machine, when we put the potato and we crush it and we have the pulp coming from the other side. For the recipe, we're gonna use all the trimmings that we're gonna have. For example, now here for the passatelli, I'm gonna prepare a stock done with the potato skin that are the potato skin that I use left from the foam of potato that I'm gonna do later on, which I'm gonna put all the trimmings of the onions and the seeds of the tomato that I prepare concassé for the sauce of our passatelli. Now I'm gonna place all these ingredients in the trays and I'm gonna put in the oven 180 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until I'm gonna have that nice flavor of roasted potatoes. The preparation of the stock, it's a little bit long once I'm gonna add the water, but I prepare one in advance that here now infusing. There is inside here, I put some aromatic herbs, aromatic element that I find out in the kitchen, like for example, tarragon. I have a piece of ginger, and what is very important, I have as well the crust of Parmesan cheese that they're gonna help me to give a flavor, that umami, the Italian umami. Okay, so now I prepare the stock that is here in the oven. Now I can prepare the potatoes that I'm going to put inside the blender, and after I'm gonna use this machine that is called a siphon, gas siphon, that is gonna help me to have an ethereal texture. So to prepare this one, I need to have the blender. So I'm gonna add inside the cooked potatoes. The water, the cooking water of the potato that I kept, and which I'm gonna use after to add to my stock, potato stock. Then I'm going to add butter. And then I'm going to add cream. The water that I use to cook the potato, they were salted. All right, and now I'm going to blend. Obviously, if I need it, I'm gonna add a little bit more of extra water. Well, I need to make sure that my potatoes is nicely emulsified and have a very thin texture. Otherwise, it will not pass through the spout of my siphon. My cream here is ready. I'm going to taste. It's missing salt. Now I'm going to fill up my bottle. All right. Once I did that, I'm gonna close. And I'm going to add 2 gas charges. This one will allow me to have an ethereal texture, very light. 1, and I shake it vigorously. Yes. Well, the nature of these recipes that I showed today is that they've been created with what we had in the kitchen. So as you know, as a school, we have many students and we have leftover that we use to produce other products that are implemented in our courses. For example, the vegetable for the stock. We make also very nice vegetable stock powder. So all the vegetables that come back, we're gonna mince it dry. When they are dry, we turn into a powder that we use to have a stock. So there are multiple way to use the product that we have, and obviously the flavor that we're gonna give to the stock or to the potato foam or whatever it is, or include ragu of the scallops, can be added any kind of flavor and vegetables. Absolutely, yes. The recipe that I present today is indicative, and I show one way to how certain product can be reutilized. Okay, so we need to be very sensitive about this argument. Now is very, let's say, very popular, the topic of sustainability. However, the reason why I show the recipe that of today is because in the case of the passatelli and the pisarei are recipes that coming from the poor cuisine of Italy. All the countries has a recipe that have that natures. And we don't have to forget that when we are talking about sustainability, our grandfathers, our grandmothers in the past, they had a better knowledge, because it's the absence of something that make us become sharper in the decision that you are making daily. So, now here we have the pisarei. Pisarei is a pasta that I prepared before. Pisar, it means to press, and it's called like this, pisarei, because I'm gonna show you later on, I'm gonna prepare some, because I'm pressing the dough with my thumb. There is a very nice anecdote. In the past, in Italy, especially in the area of Piacenza, where the pisarei are let's say, the regional dish, the mother-in-law always was checking the thumb of the daughter-in-law to see if it was consumed by the preparation of the pisarei. If that was the case, so it means that the marriage was very happy. All right, so the dough is very simple. We have flour, breadcrumb, and warm water that is kneaded together vigorously. Is a quite rough dough. All right. Pisarei in general, they need to have, the tradition says that they need to have the size of a bean, because the typical dish of the area of Piacenza is pisarei e fasò. So it means, in Italian, it means pisarei with the beans. So, and the shape and the size must to have the similarity size of the white beans that they were using for such preparation. So here they are. After we will continue. I have a dough ready. So now, what I'm going to prepare, I'm going to start to prepare the ragu of scallops. So for the scallops ragu, I'm going to have ginger, garlic, onion, green celery. These red roots stem are coming from the red Swiss chard that have been provided by our collaborator of Tilia Cooperative, that they grow vegetables in a sustainable way. We know pesticide very naturally, beautiful product that we're gonna use for the recipe of today. So for the recipe of the scallops ragu, I will start to switch on my pan to warm up the pan. And the first things that I need to do is to season my scallops. So olive oil, and I pan roast quickly my scallops. All right. I wait that my pan is becoming very, very hot. This is the water of the potato that we're gonna use for our stock later on. Here now they are roasting very nice in 4 minutes. And then after I'm gonna add the water and I will let it cook till I'm gonna have the quantity of 1 liter. I'm gonna add 1.5 liters of water. So I'm gonna let it allow to cook till having 1 liter. So which is gonna take approximately 45-50 minutes. All right, so now I have my pan and I start to pan sear the scallops. There, and I will not touch it. Because I want the scallops to nice roast. Then after I will turn it, I will put on the side, I will cut in pieces, and I will add at the last moment at the end because I don't want to have the scallops to be overcooked. Yes? Can they use? To sear the scallop? Yes, of course. But it's depending always of what is the nature of the recipe. In general, the vinegar can be added. Yes, actually, yes, a little bit to deglaze the pan once the scallops are ready can be used, of course. So now my scallops are ready. I'm going to take out and I put on the side. And now we're going to cut it in small pieces. All right. Now, this pan for me now is very important. So I just take out a little bit of the fat. I'm gonna add the clean oil. All right. And now I'm gonna add the chopped garlic, the chopped ginger, and the chopped onion. And I let them sweat. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. You see, my potatoes are roasted. In this case now, I'm going to add the water. This is the potato. This is the potato water. I deglaze my gastron. I put back in the oven for another 15 minutes. And after I will combine everything in the pot, in a casserole, and I will let cook gently on the side. Coming back to our ragu, now is the time to add the green celery. And the stem of the red Swiss chard offered by our colleague and friends Samet and Sila from Sila Cooperative. They have they grow beautiful vegetables over there. They're already like this, it looks beautiful. Now is the time to add the tomato concassé, which means I have my tomato that have been blanched for 30 seconds in boiling water. And then after being chilled, I deprive the skin and the seeds and cut in these nice and regular cubes. This sauce actually is very easy, very fast to prepare. Also, it's nice if we will not make it overcooked, so we will keep the crunchiness of the vegetables. Now, at this stage, I'm going to add the fish stock. If you don't have the fish fumé, if you don't have a fish stock, you can just simply use water. There, and I let it cook. I clean up the edges and I let my stock to cook and reduce. There, beautiful. I'm gonna finish the seasoning later on. In the meanwhile, I also deglaze the pan so the protein and the sugar contained inside the scallops that they stick on the pan now have been deglazed, so detached by adding the sugar. They will melt in the sauce, in the fumé, and they're gonna give me very nice flavor. And then I'm gonna add this mix of fresh thyme and bay leaf, and I put it there. I will remove later on. Here I have the green part, the green leaves of the Swiss chard that I'm gonna add at the last moment once my ragu is ready. So I'm gonna, in that way, I'm going to keep as well the nice and fresh flavor of the vegetable that have been recollected this morning and sent to me early morning to the school. Okay, now I just put on the side over here. All right. So now, for our pasta, for our passatelli, as explained, now I'm going to cut the scallops in small pieces. Let's say in a bite-sized pieces. There are all the alternatives that they want. You can add spinach, you can add kale. Here, and I cut my scallops. The scallops, they are just cooked. I don't going to add it too early. I just let to finish. I just add it to my ragu at the last moment. So still they will not become chewy. There. All right, and this one goes. And I'm going to recollect my scallops and put on the side. All right. Allow me to clean my chopping board. Now I will proceed with the preparation of the pesto of herbs. The pesto that I'm going to propose you today is not the classical basil pesto, but is an herb pesto. So I'm going to use a similar ingredient, and it's something that you can do at home with all the soft herbs that you have. So, which it means mint, basil, parsley, chives, chervil, whatever you have, including spinach. If you have some spinach in the fridge, you don't know what to do. One of the best way is always make a pesto. You can blanch it, and then after you add the ingredients that you need to prepare the classical pesto. It means that garlic, olive oil, pecorino, parmesan, and so on. So now, so these preparation, you see sometimes you can do also with the leaves that they are about to die as well. Like in this case, they are not bad, but I cannot present it anymore. So instead of throwing away, I'm gonna use and prepare for my pesto. So first of all, I will start with the garlic, and I will add a little bit of salt. Okay, and then I start to working in order to make a paste. I make a paste with the garlic. So then after I'm going to add my nuts. In this case, I have walnuts and almonds, but can be also hazelnut, can be peanuts. I would like to remind as well for the people that they just join us, I'm not about to prepare a classical pesto. It's not, it's an herb pesto, but I will use the same procedure. So now I crush all the nuts and I reduce to a paste. Okay. So now I'm gonna start to add the herbs gently. I have now some mint. Then I continue with some parsley. It's very important. This is, yes, it's very important that you wash the leaves very well. Wash and dry the leaves very well. Then I add the basil. You have here basil, tarragon, mint, parsley. Yes, of course, of course, of course. You can use if you have a blender, definitely is more comfortable. Is more comfortable to use. But since today we are, let's say, celebrating a world with closer to sustainability gastronomy and such kind of preservation of our ambience, so I decided to make it by hand, so using also less electricity. But yes, the preparation of this pesto can be done with the machine. The suggestion is, since the herbs are raw, is I suggested to put the blender and the oil in the fridge 1 hour, so they're gonna be very, very cold. And the rotating motion of the herbs, so that one they will bring to the change of the color. Here with the stone mortar, we don't have this problem because it is gonna be always fresh. Or if you have a marble mortar as well, is gonna work, it's gonna make the job. Now I'm gonna add the parsley. Only the leaves. And I'm gonna add a pinch of salt, because for sure you will need it. Then now I start to add a little bit of Parmesan. Now I add the last tarragon leaves. The quantity of the herbs is absolutely up to your taste. You can put more tarragon, you can put more parsley, more basil, whatever you wish. So now, you see beautiful color. The flavor of my base started to intensify. So I add in a pan. And then after, I'm going to add the rest of the water on top. 1.5 liters. Okay, and then I'm gonna start to cook my stock on the side till I reach 1 liter of quantity. So now, obviously, this one I will not proceed because I have ready. I just show you the procedure. My ragu base, you see, is is reduced, so it's almost done. Let's continue with our pesto. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As I said, this recipe that I show you today give you absolutely freedom to combine, mix and match the way you wish. There is no rules. You just cook up to your liking. Yes, definitely is a job. It takes time. But I can promise you that a pesto done in this way, it will give you a different kind of feeling while you're gonna eat it. It's gonna give you the impression to have it more artisanal, really handmade. And as you can see, I don't know if you can appreciate from the camera, my herbs are still, they're nice and green. They didn't change color. All right, so now that I reach the mix, everything is homogeneous. So I can start to add the cold oil. In the process, it's very important to start with the nuts, because while we are crushing the nuts, they are going to take out their essential oil. So this means a better release of flavor. And here the rest of the oil. All right, our pesto now is ready. As herb pesto is ready. You see, beautiful. Has a beautiful texture. Now we are going to taste in order to adjust the seasoning. It's very nice, very aromatic. And now keep it inside here. It will not change color. You know, I can feel the nuances given by the different kind of herbs. So the mint, the parsley, the tarragon. And this one is our pesto, that we can leave it there. All right. Well, not, because the truffle oil is very strong, and it's going to cover the delicate flavor of the herbs. So it's not suitable for such preparation. Now I'm going to show you how to prepare the pisarei. And then after, we can start to cook it and finish and present. So for the pisarei, I have here, I left a little bit of the dough. So the dough of the pisarei is very important that relax. So for the reason I prepare in advance, so it needs to be prepared using quite big strength. And as well, the fact that there is lots of gluten, if it's used very early, so it's going to be very elastic. So now we open the dough. We make just like a string. Also, there is a say that the name from pisarei is coming from bisa, which is the dialect word of little snake in Romagna. All right. Also, it's coming from the Spanish pisar, which means to press. So now we need to cut. The size of the dough more or less is just like one pinky. All right, like 1 centimeter. Now I cut a small gnocchi, if you allow me the word. All right, and now I started the operation that is called pisar, so to press. So basically with my thumb, I press, and I prepare the so I'm pressing with the thumb, and I create this small gnocchi or gnocchetti. Actually, we can call it little gnocchi bread, but the real name is pisarei. This one is a recipe that was done by the Azores. Azores in Romagna, Emilia-Romagna region are those the women that they were in charge of the house. So, and this recipe come out from their intuition, their capacity to use whatever they have. So, for the reason, in general, the pisarei were done on Sunday, and in the old time. Why on Sunday? Because during the week they were recollected all the leftover bread. Every crumb was saved to be prepared, to be after means reduced to a powder. So it's old bread that after is toasted and then reduced to a powder that was mixed with the flour. No. Because if we press with a fork, there is no, it's gonna give a different shape. Anyway, you can also use a gnocchi wooden. So in order to give that a rough surface. However, this one that I show you is the traditional. However, even the movement that I'm doing it is not the traditional one, because in general I've been taken from the dough, just take it small pieces and then press it on the chopping board, on the table, on the wooden table. But that one requires many years of experience. The Azores, they were very, very, they are still very agile, very good on that. All right, so now here we have the pisarei that we are going to mix with the other one that I did before. This is a pasta that you can put in the freeze, or you can leave it outside to dry and then use it when you need. All right, so now we have everything ready. Allow me to clean my table. Very important. Is also something that we teach to our students at all the time. Okie dokie. So now, let's talk about the pisarei. Boiling water. I am going to remove the thyme and the bay leaves from my base. Now I need to taste to make sure that the seasoning is correct. I can taste the ginger, I can taste all the vegetables. However, I need to adjust the seasoning. Boiling water. All right. So now here I add the leaves of the red Swiss chard from our friends from Tilia Cooperative. Just welted. There. Salt in the water. And I can place my pisarei to cook. No, it's not the classical pasta dough, no. All right. Now the pisarei, they will start to cook, and when they're gonna come up, so then when they're gonna be ready. In the meanwhile, this other water over here, I will use it to prepare the passatelli. Passatelli, it means literally passing through. So I'm gonna take the dough of the passatelli. The pisarei is a pasta that, of course, it doesn't have to be soft, but doesn't have to be neither overcooked. So basically, we just press till the dough is coming through the holes. Like in that way. And then there. And then we let them passing through. We've just put in the water that doesn't have to boil too much. See, the dough is quite firm. Now here, the pisarei, they are coming out. Hopla. I saute. I can add a little bit of their cooking water. I clean up my edges always. And I leave it. There is a pasta that is not, if it's nicely done, it will not overcook. There. The pisarei is this pisarei is a pasta that this I passatelli is a pasta that in general is served in Christmas and can be served also dry, so just simply with butter. However, traditionally is always served with the stock, meat stock. All right, so here we have the pisarei. They looks very nice. Now is the time to taste. Little bit salt. Now is the time to add the scallops. All right. The passatelli are ready. I'm going to add inside a little spoon of the herb pesto that I prepared before. And I add pepper. So I'm going now to take out my passatelli. Look, they look beautiful. Is a humble dish, the passatelli, like the pisare, because everything is done with whatever was in the house. There is no luxury product there, but they're rich of flavor. All right. Now I can prepare I can plate the passatelli. Sorry. I prepare I plate the pisare, sorry. Now, I'm gonna plate this pasta dish in a fantastic plate that have been provided by our friends of Bonna. This plate that I'm going to use is a plate that is done with 87% of recycled ceramic. This line is called Cross. It's beautiful and very solid and really inspired by nature. All right, so now I'm going to plate. I have here my potato foam as well. Before start to plate, I can organize here a little bit of sprouts that I'm gonna use as a decoration. Some small green peas sprouts and some flowers that have been provided by our friends from Tila, Sila and Samet. Tilia. Yes. Okie dokie. Then I have my potato foam. Then I'm going to add my sprouts here and there. Yes. Sorry? Fresh. Yes, of course. I mean, it's depending always, as I specified before, is depending what kind of texture you want to achieve. If I have any comments about the siphon. About what? The siphon. There is no. The usage of the siphon is to do not have that heavy texture on the. So now, this one is our pisarei dish. Now we can prepare. Okay. It's our first dish. So now we are going to prepare. I'm going to plate the second dish, which is I'm gonna serve in this beautiful cup of the ground line, always from Bonna. Also that one prepared with 87% of recycled ceramic. So here I have my potato stock that is ready. Oh, I can taste the Parmesan is very nice. Now I'm going to strain. I'm going to remove all the element that I use for the infusion. So there is no, all the ingredients in the kitchen, they have all the same gastronomical value. The things that is depending is how they are used. So now I'm gonna place a little bit of passatelli inside the ground Bonna recycled ceramic bowl. I'm going to wilt some vegetable that my friends Sila and Samet, they send me from their cooperative. So here I have some red Swiss chard and some kale that arrived this morning. Just quickly saute. We're gonna give a little bit of crunchiness to my dish. See, they are beautiful green. And I'm gonna keep like this, not overcooked, not to be overcooked. So I'm gonna place now some kale, some red leaves of Swiss chard. And then I am going to pour on top my potato stock. Then here we are. And this is our last dish. So thanks for coming. Thanks for